Okay, time for some man time. Hey, ladies, let me ask you a question. If you went to bed tonight, if you took a ride to the gas station or the grocery store, the convenience store, you went for a swim or you went to go do something with friends and something befell you, and you didn't make it home or you didn't wake up, you gave up the breath, you perish, you are no more. If somebody's life gets better at your peril, what does it mean? If you have children or a child and you interfere with the child and the father's relationship, you make it hard for him to see his child, or he has to always capitulate to you. You interfere with him talking to his child on the phone. You take him to court every time you think he's making more and more money because you want him to give you money. Not you earn it or deserve it. You want him to give it to you. But you want to give nothing under any circumstance to him. You think it's his job to do certain things, but you don't give or assign yourself a job to do anything to and for him, not even for the kid. So if you perish, he can see his child whenever he wants. He can talk to his child whenever he wants. He can be with his child whenever he wants. He can make decisions to, for, and with the child whenever he wants. And there's nothing you can do to stand in the way any longer. Yeah. He gets a chance to make all the mistakes to learn the same way you have to make mistakes to learn from. Even though you made plenty of mistakes that you don't want to learn from and you want to continue to make the same mistakes. You want to be bitter and act as if he owes you something, as if you're entitled, but he's owed or is entitled to nothing from you. Not even respect, not even regard, not even consideration. And when you perish, all of that goes away. His pockets get fatter because he don't have to give you anything out of entitlement. He doesn't have to worry about him doing better and worrying about you having to try to come after him about something. Didn't have to worry about when things are going wrong in your life, you want him to pay to fix it. When you make bad decisions, you want him to suffer for it, but have no control over it. Nothing of you anymore affects him. And if his life gets better, it means you brought nothing of value, nothing of substance, nothing good to his life. Not even the child. And at your peril, everything becomes flourishing, prosperous, beneficial. What does it mean? It means you're evil. It means you're wicked. It means you are a burden. Yeah. But you don't want him to be evil, wicked, or burdensome to you. You don't even want to fix a nigga a sandwich, even though you may claim that you have more than him, which means there's no generosity in you. Watch this. We teach our children like this. You know, you don't even have to call and see about a person when they're alive. You don't have to prevent them from being sick and being unwell, being ill. Nope. You only have to call and see about them when they're unhealthy, when they're sick, or when they die. You don't come and have dinner with them and pay respects to them in life. Nope. You want to go to a funeral and pay false respects to them when they die. Yeah. Yeah. I guess a heartbeat is not more valuable to most people who think like this than a non-heartbeat. You see, when the heart stops beating and the brain stops firing, the life is no more. But death means more to you all than life in most cases. It's why people go to church and claim to believe in God, and they're bitter and unforgiving to the people that did nothing to them, only did something for themselves. AKA, if your man goes and smashes another broad, you make it seem like he ruined your life. But if you go smash another dude, whether you're with him or not with him. If you go on a string of non-relationships, but you just smashing different dudes, you feel nothing of it. And you don't feel like he should feel anything of it. Yet you pray to God when shit backfires. There are more baby mamas in church than there are wives. But there's no verse in the Bible that highlights good about baby mamas. There's no verse in the Bible that highlights anything about whores. Not because of the act, because they offer nothing good of service. When they usually start to offer something good of service, they've repented. They stop whoring. They stop being baby mamas. I know. So again, I ask you, if the person that you have a life with, some type of joint venture with, you have children with, you've shared your bodies with, etc., when they realize, or when you perish, their life gets better and starts to flourish. That is your legacy. Now, what is that legacy? But what do I know? I'm only a product of the same life that you're living, watching this thing from the same panoramic screen as you are. Only I had to clean my legacy so that I can at least have one that's positive. Anywho, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's get the conversation started. I'd like to hear how you're more valuable alive than dead, or more valuable dead than alive. And until next time, man time out.